The day before, when the announcements were still spry, everything was good. But then the day after came, and it all fucking went downhill. Now, if you didn't start belly laughing or giggling at that joke, well, don't worry, because I'm about to show you something so unbelievably funny and hilarious and pathetic that you will just be physically unable to not laugh at this. And this absolutely fantastic thing that I'm going to be showing you today is going to be the resignation of Fantastic Studio, which were the makers of The Day Before. Now, if you don't know what The Day Before is, it was apparently supposed to be a open world MMO survival zombie game, but it turned out to be a big piece of trash that fucking sucked that everybody hated. Why? Because it was glitchy, it was terrible, it looked like shit, and it played extremely poorly. Now you might be asking yourself, Carl, what is so funny and pathetic about the resignation of a game studio? Isn't this supposed to be bad? Well, no, because first of all, the studio is a scam studio. Second of all, it's pathetic because they resigned 4 days after the release of the game. Not even a full fucking week. They couldn't wait a week. They saw 4 days, they got as many people as they could, then they're like, you know what, that's enough for us. Let's take all this money, let's rake it up, and let's run away. But oh no, Fantastic Studios, the internet is not gonna let you off that easy. So let me get right into this, and let's start publicly ridiculing this fucking absolute scam company and their scam game that took 5 years to develop. Today, we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, The Day Before has failed financially and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. We invested all our efforts and resources and manpowers into the development of this game, which was our first huge game. We really want to release new patch, reveal full potential, but unfortunately we don't have the funding, yada yada. And this right here, this next sentence is the fucking kicker. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of The Day Before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. Now let me comment on that last sentence. The last sentence which said we did not take any money from the public, and we poured 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears into this game. Let me tell you something, this does not look like the product of 5 years of hard, dedicated work. And I doubt there is anyone but them who is getting the money. Maybe the voice actors in the game, because the voice acting is actually pretty good. But other than that, I have no idea where the other money is going. And I don't know what debts or partners they have to pay. Because from what I was able to understand, there were no partners or investors backing this game at all. And something I've seen a lot of people comment on is the 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears and hard work. This game does not look like 5 years of hard work. I shit you not, when I saw streamers and people playing this game, I full on thought this was a free-to-play game. I did not know it cost $40 fucking dollars to play a game that looks like a fucking asset flip. The game itself looks like an asset flip. The characters move jankily. There's fucking glitches where the characters disappear outright. The whole city is an asset, and there is just nothing in there that screams 5 years of hard work and dedication and fucking milking our balls off trying to make this game, trying to make one fucking pixel on this awesome tall ass building with this window to look extremely good. None of that. This game looks shit. It looks like a free-to-play game. Hell, it should be a pay-to-play game. The fucking developer should be paying us to play this game because it is just not worthwhile, and it is 100% not worth $40 fucking dollars. Now, in another follow-up tweet after that, they say, answers to those who ask for a refund. Mytona and we are currently working with Steam to allow refunds for any players who choose to request one, regardless of the game time. Fantastic received $0 and received nothing from The Day Before sales. Now, something that's been catching my eye a lot in these tweets and on their official website even, and from people who are talking about this, is that so many times they constantly try to reinforce the idea that they're not taking any money from the public. Now that is what, to me, personally, I think is a blatant fucking lie. Because if you're constantly reinforcing something, especially of this magnitude, you're constantly saying to people in your tweets, in your resignation tweet, and on your official patch notes for the game that you are not taking any of the money, then you are 100% taking the money. It's like giving too much detail when you're lying. It's like when you're late to class and the teacher asks you why, and you tell her about the fucking expedition you had to go on in Zimbabwe with 6 lions chasing you while you're grappling like Tarzan through the fucking trees. Like, it is a blatant lie for you to say this, because you are clearly trying to run off with the money, and people are not letting you. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've never played The Day before, and I don't think I need to play it in order to judge it, especially from the way that it looks and from the way that people are talking about it. Because from the videos I've seen, there is like zero gameplay. 90% of the time when you go out into the open world or the city or the wasteland, whatever the fuck it's called, you go there and it's just running simulator. You're just running around in an empty city with so little to loot, let alone the looting mechanic takes fucking ages. You have to crouch down and I think hold the button for like 10 seconds for you to open any form of container and take the loot out, which is fucking absurd, because that's, one, extremely slow, and that's gonna get so annoying when there's a lot of shit to loot. Everyone's just here pressing F on their keyboard for 10 seconds at a time just to drag a fucking plastic fork into their inventory. This is kind of where the whole drama ends. There's not really much to talk about. They just sent out a patch notes on their website saying that they'll fix the game and they'll update it, and again reinforcing the idea that they are not taking any of the money, which I still think is very funny and fucking stupid. But that's kind of the whole thing. I hope to God we never see Fantastic Studios again, and I hope that people can learn from their mistakes and not try to do a scam like this again. That's all. Thanks for watching.